Previously on XCOM.
I think this might be next era's first mission. Sean and Stumpy are senior ranks on this mission. Sean, famous for not being able to hit anything, seems to be doing all right actually this past stream.
I'm trusting you here.
I'm trusting you, Stumpy.
Position compromised.
Thank God, that's the most deadly
Before you
threat.
get too close.
What? Oh, wait, what is this? Oh no.
All the aliens running around out there. She just had to modify a berserker, didn't she? Her curiosity was not unfounded, although I agree it was perhaps not the most prudent.
Wow. We got a 5% chance, you never know. This is horrible.
10-4.
Oh no. I suppose if we get out of this alive. I spoke too soon, I guess.
Menace 1-5.
I can only use Stumpy. Are you feeling lucky, punk? Evac. Wow.
Position for evac.
We're gonna be losing people. That is horrid with the damn alien turn up.
Headed there now.
Yay! Oh my god. No, I run the wrong way. I just don't see a way around this one. I do.
Moving to designated coordinates. He got me.
I'm not really sure. I think we might have to call it there and come back at it another time. That is rough.
Taking heavy fire. Ready to boogie.
But yeah,
Status confirmed.
2
Mission
killed, 4
accomplished.
wounded. I think we'll have to have another look at that one. But my god, that is one god awful mission. We'll have to try it one more time. But we'll save that for next stream. Well, we didn't wait until the next stream. In fact, we continued after the live stream through blood, sweat and tears. We did manage to complete the mission, and what's forthcoming, I hope you enjoy. And so, having restarted the second attempt at the mission, so basically what happened was during the live stream, we started this mission of rescuing the VIP. Then we ended up coming across the enemy berserker towards the end. The autosaves weren't further enough back in the mission in order to actually probably have a good second go at the mission. So unfortunately we kind of had to give up on our first attempt to go back to the save back at base, which happened before we committed to the mission, and then relaunch it. So what's happened is we've ended up on the new map. Now during the live stream I had one crack at it, and that went as badly as anticipated, I guess you could say. You know, the mutant or the alien queen berserker is quite a difficult thing to put down. Anyway, so through our playthroughs on this, obviously we know we're down to 12 turns. We start off concealed. We've got to basically grab the VIP or the enemy VIP and then get out via an extraction point. Now the usual patrol that you'll first come across is a Viper and a Advent soldier. So here basically I've put everyone in ambush, and I've used Brandon with the Lancer to push up and take out the Viper. That then triggers the Advent Trooper, who, fingers crossed, runs into our Overwatch. And then, fingers crossed, the Overwatch will do its job. Now, because the limited turns, we've had to potentially push up quite aggressively. Unfortunately, because the turn time of being only 12, I mean, if it wasn't for the Berserker Queen, this mission would probably be very easily done. But with the Berserker Queen out there, she really hampers the progress. Now, one thing I've noticed during my practice runs of this mission before finally getting this this recording was that it seems that the Berserker Queen is already on patrol on the far left-hand side of the map. So obviously, first of all, I want to take out this enemy patrol. We've already done the Viper, just got rid of the Advent Trooper. So Brandon's just reloaded and then using the slash ability on the Advent Trooper. Reason being is I want to have the Bolt Lancer ready for when the Advent Queen turns up. Now she's going to be appearing basically directly top of this current view on the left hand side of the map, I guess you could say. So basically now we've got rid of the initial patrol, we're going to push up and go into some overwatch positions, anticipating the arrival of the Berserker Queen. But before that all happens, we're just going to chuck out a couple of heals and bring everyone back up to as close as we can to full HP, because the Berserker Queen, she does chuck out a lot of DPM. So that is 2 turns down and 2 enemies killed, but we haven't made a lot of progress. Now here what you're seeing is we're doing a lot of Overwatch. And then we're going to use, unfortunately, we're going to use Next Era as a bit of bait. And there she is on the left hand side of the map. So she starts really quite up front in this one. So with everyone Overwatch, they'll take their pop shots. Now the reason why we want to engage her as quickly as possible. We want to kill, well, not kill because we won't be able to kill, but get the Alien Queen to disappear, and then the hope is that from there we can then assess how many turns we've got left and then how much we have to push through the rest of the map. Use a frag grenade. The aim here is just to try and shred some of the armour that the Alien Queen has, therefore reducing how much damage she can kind of like mitigate, because the armour absorbs incoming damage. Unfortunately, Next Era gets stunned, but he was up on point, as kind of expected. Now, we're not too fussed about the item that the Viper dropped. Now, using Lightning Hands is quite a nice one, because it's a free movement, free damage, and therefore it doesn't cause the Queen to move. And that one, I think it did shred an item of armour, I'm not quite sure. And then we can use the sniper rifle. And I'm usually with the Alien Queen, once she stuns someone, she just moves on to the next target. So she's already started making the move towards Brandon. So we're just going to use another grenade. And shredding another item of armour. So the frag grenades are coming in useful in shredding the armour and increasing how much damage we actually can cause to the Alien Queen. Now she's point blank with Brandon. Brandon's going to use the arc blade, and this thankfully stuns her. And this means that we can kind of get away with a couple of free turns without her responding to our actions. And she's also been stunned in a fire, so she is actually burning. So now, thanks to the burning and all the damage we managed to do, we've taken her down to 2/3 of her HP. Now she will run away when she's down to half her HP overall. So we've only got, so we're already 66% of the way there.
-15, be advised, hostile interceptors are inbound at your current position. Firebrand has a limited window to provide extraction.
Now her stop being stunned in a fire has actually managed to cause a good couple of extra points of damage, which would be quite nice. Now we can actually use Brandon again. take some more points now. I think maybe they're from burning, not quite sure. But it's enough to cause her to run away, which means she's not going to come after us anymore. So now we can look and assess and see that we've got 8 turns to basically extract the VIP and get out of there. So that's 4 turns of the game spent trying to get rid of this alien queen and get rid of the initial patrol. We now need to get moving as quickly as possible up to the building, through the building, grab the VIP out the other side, and extract as well. Now, thankfully, one of the objectives is not kill all the aliens, so we can kind of get away with ignoring some of the aliens when it comes to the extraction, just almost make a beeline straight for the extraction point. However, we do need to try and force our entry into the building. Marcus Gaming does have a magazine modification which does allow them to reload for free, which is actually quite a nice ability, especially on a heavy weapon. It's another reason why I wanted to almost engage the alien queen quite early on in the mission, because what that meant was we kind of we had everything ready. We had all our grenades, we had all the bonuses that come with some of the mods that we have on our guns, but also we still have some of all of our abilities all basically ready to go, so there's no need to wait for a cooldown. Now, it's always worth checking out the hack, just in case it is something useful. In this case, the individual bonus, it's only a 55% chance of getting, and it's not really worthwhile. And the squad one is such a low chance that's not even worthwhile either. So we're just going to continue making a beeline. Now there's that kind of lobby area there, so we're all kind of going to be coming through these windows and up into this lobby area, and then there's another room which is just to the top left corner of that current view, which we'll then have to break into, and that's where the VIP is located. So going to keep everyone moving. And we're being a little bit aggressive with some of the positioning. The reason is we are limited in turns, and so sometimes getting into cover is not completely necessary. One thing I did was I kept the major away from the window a little bit, sometimes if it allowed other people to almost like run in past him. Using next zero to open the door with the idea of it's a free turn, it allows us to look into the room and potentially see what's going on. And the major's the only one left with a frag grenade, so we're going to use the frag grenade to actually blow out the wall and hopefully allow us to expose and see what's inside the room. And then we can always reposition next zero. So next zero's already had to peep in, he hasn't been able to see anything, and now we've used a grenade to open up the room, and now Mike is going to actually see some things. Oh no, that's next zero I should say. There's my kicks. So we've got next zero, who's now currently being flanked, so he's got to get into a bit of cover. And then we'll prioritise blowing up the alien strangeness, although immediately he shoots like off to the left. It's a really strange animation there. Now we need to get Sean into a bit of position to obviously get some shots down range. And now the alien officer is actually exposed. Now, Brandon has a lovely ability called Gun and Run. So what this means is I can reload the gun and then go to his gun and run, and then he can move and shoot. It's quite a cheeky little ability. I'm kind of glad that Brandon's now got this ability, especially when he's got that bolt caster. Because it means he can reload, move and shoot. Right, moving next to Mike is going up because he's taking at the rear. Now, immediately that's a miss on the major, even though he's actually exposed. And stun that, so it makes a proper run up, but doesn't do too much damage, thankfully. So we're going to use the major to push up.
Amusingly, he does have lightning hands, so we can do that again. And then, because lightning hands doesn't cost us a turn, we can actually shoot the stun lancer again with the pistol. So that's quite a jiggy ability. Now he does have another ability where he could also go concealed, but it's not worth using that right now. Got to move Sean up. I think we just want to double check what we can do. Now Sean's actually picked up run and gun as well. It's just he hasn't been assigned it as a skill. He's just picked up the skill, and so actually Sean's now got this ability where he can actually run his full distance, get into cover behind the enemy, and then shoot the enemy. Which does mean that on the occasion we can use Sean quite aggressively, although in that case he's kind of let us down with only being able to cause 1 damage thanks to the silencer. Moving next to her into the room.
Headed there now.
And now,
I'm out of firepower over here.
not sure what we're going to do. We can slash the victim. Now it doesn't matter if we get the victim out dead or alive. Or the VIP, I guess you could say. Using the mic XCOM to get into range.
Copy. Moving on target.
Now he can actually potentially finish off the... Yeah, so we're thinking we'll finish off the advent. And if we end up taking out the VIP, we're not too fast really. Now here we're wondering whether or not we kill the VIP. Because the reason why, so obviously if you take the VIP out alive, it's better because obviously you can extract information and things like that. However, you do have to carry the VIP out, which can slow down the movement and reduce your overall team's DPM because someone's carrying the VIP rather than actually contributing their damage output. But we decided, oh, we'd chance it, so we subdued the VIP, and then we're going to use Brandon to carry her out of there. And then with the rest of the team, we've kind of got to just aggressively start pushing through to get to the extraction point there. Now we contemplate about using the name, maybe a little bit of cover here and there and everywhere, but in the end, just start beansing it up. That's all we've got to do. We've only got 4 turns left. So we've managed in 4 turns since we killed the Berserker Queen. We've managed to grab the VIP and take out additional free advent, which isn't too bad. Now here we get a bit brave for Sean, because Sean can actually run all the way out there because he's the most advanced forward, thanks to that run and gun. We do contemplate a couple of ideas and maybe using the Gremlin heal, but the most wounded is Brandon, but he's not too bad at the moment. So we're just going to push Sean out into some half cover, see if we can get some eyes onto the extraction zone, just make sure that we're okay. And if anyone's low on ammunition, like next era, we're going to do a bit of reloading. Now with Sean outside, we know there's nothing out there, so I don't mind leaving next era in the open there. Now when we have coordinating reinforcements, it's something that just happens on this mission. It's generally a robotic trooper, an advent officer, and an advent trooper, or maybe a stun lancer. Well, it's not critical that we need to kill them. We only have 3 turns left, so there's no way we're really going to be able to deal with all that additional enemy on the board. So we're just going to have to just keep moving. So Brandon's already making the move out, which should mean that we should be able to extract the team on turn 2, which would be quite nice. So really taking things down to the wire. Now we know there's going to be enemies coming in, so it means if we could put people on Overwatch, it would be nice. But you know, we can't have everything. Going to get Sean moving up towards the extraction point, almost his way of securing the extraction point. What to do with Mike X Gaming? just stick him in the middle of nowhere and put him on Overwatch. I think we're just going to do the same in next era. It's almost got to the point where keeping moving is more critical than actually getting into cover at this moment. So here come the alien reinforcements. And there you go. One up in trooper, one up in officer, and one of the robots with a grenade launcher on the back. You always have to be quite cautious of those. At this point in the game, this is where the enemies start having grenades quite consistently. So the Overwatch goes off. A bit of damage on the officer. Blatant miss. And another miss. And Sean managed to tickle him a little bit thanks to the silencer. So we got 3 enemies on the board, but we've only got 2 turns left to get out of here. So with 2 turns left, we're going to get Brandon with the VIP into the extraction zone. Almost, we've got 2 turns. We can maybe hang around for 1, but ideally we just want to just get out of here. These last 3 aliens don't really matter. There's no. Maybe we can gain some experience by killing them, but let's just get out of here. I kind of feel. I mean, I've done this mission so many times that I don't want to mess it up and get it wrong and end up leaving people behind or getting people killed for no reason. So we're just gonna get everyone boogieing into the extraction point. Brandon is a little bit slow because he's carrying the VIP. You can kind of see it. Let's get next hero in there now as well. So that's all 5 operatives and the VIP into the extraction zone in turn 2. With two turns remaining, so not going to complain about that. And then we can just do a mass evacuation.
Heading home. Heading home.
That's everyone extracted. I was contemplating the idea of maybe throwing a smoke grenade down, but there's no need for it.
Hey, clear the way.
Status confirmed. Mission accomplished.
Get out of the way there, you fellows. Unless you want me to run you down.